A very warm hello to all you beautiful people. You're listening to me, Preeti Vora, a tarot card reader and an emotional health advisor. And today I'm here to continue my previous video on toxic people. So, hope you have seen how you identify the toxic people in your life. If you haven't yet gone through the video, then I'm sharing the link in the description box below. Please do go through it so that you are able to identify toxic people in your life. Toxic people will likely try to imply that somehow you have done something wrong, and because the feeling of being guilty is quite a large button in most of us, even the implications that we might have done something wrong can hurt our confidence, and we feel very restless. We do not accept it, and that's how we start punishing ourselves. So don't let that happen to you. Don't take their toxic behavior personally. Remind yourself that it is them who is toxic and not you. There is a huge amount of freedom that comes to you when you take nothing personally. Most toxic people behave very negatively, not just to you, but to most people around you or to everyone whom they interact with. Even when the situation seems very personal, if you feel directly insulted, it usually is not actually targeted to you and has nothing to do with you. What they say and what they do is a clear reflection of what they hold within. It's their self reflection, and whatever opinions they have is completely based on what they feel about themselves within themselves. So just move on in your life without holding on to what they have to say, is my recommendation to you. Now, any healthy relationship is a reciprocation. It should be like a give and take, but not in the sense that you are always giving and they are always taking. So you probably know several negative people. However, unlike with friends and our colleagues, our co-workers, you cannot completely avoid contact with toxic members of your own family. The following suggestions can help you deal with the toxic people in a more efficient manner. So, what is it that you have to do? Firstly, for your own good health, ensure that you establish boundaries and clearly communicate it to them. Make sure that your family members know what you can and cannot do for them. Make it very clear. For example, communicate it to your siblings. If your sibling is toxic, communicate that you cannot always be there for them when they pick a fight with others. Siblings are there to support, to be together, but not always, especially when you know that your sibling is toxic. Also, let them know let toxic people in your life know what things you can do for them and what you cannot do for them. And, so that they don't have very high expectations. See, what happens is, by having an open communication about the boundaries with your own family members, you can at least attempt to build healthier relationships which are more safe, which are more sane, which are more respectful and peaceful. The second thing that you can do is be very firm and assertive if boundaries that you have set are crossed. So speak up for yourself. I have heard so many clients tell me, I have my mother-in-law saying something, but because she's my mother-in-law, I can't really do much about it. I can't argue, I can't say. Correct. Don't do things to hurt them, but make sure that you are firm and assertive so that they do not just walk all over you, making you feel guilty, making you feel miserable. It's so very important that you speak up, but speak up correctly, with firmness and with assertiveness. Not that pick up a fight and just get too harsh and keep hurting yourself and others. No, I don't mean that, but be very firm and assertive. Keep your boundaries chalked out correctly, and if they are crossed, voice it out, talk about it. The next thing that I can suggest is avoid having having very personal discussions with them about private matters. See, although they are family, toxic individuals can use your private information to blackmail you. They will exactly hold that in future against you, whenever there is a fight. They are generally, if you've seen my previous video, again, they generally tend to lie a lot. They are dishonest. For them, they are only right, and they can go to any extent, as to the extent of misusing things and they can make the whole story turn, flip all over you, and that could hurt you a lot. So, a small detail also could be exaggerated, could be misused, and could be put against you. So instead, give them general answers, share general things with them. If they ask you what's going on in your life, you've gone too quiet, you're not talking these days, keep conversations very neutral. Just don't go too deep into your life, your problems, your personal affairs. No. And if you have to coexist with someone who's toxic, like maybe your spouse, okay, you must realize that you have only the power to change your thoughts and actions. You can't really do anything about that person. So use these tips for your benefit. Often people are brought to situations in order to teach some specific lessons of personal growth. So make sure that you also try to meditate. Try to connect with your inner soul to discover what about this relationship is so wrong. What is it about this relationship that is here to teach you something? Because everything in your life happens for a reason. What is within you comes out, surfaces out on the external. If you are unable to do it by yourself, feel free to connect with me and I can help you in terms of understanding what aspect of your inner self needs to be worked upon so that your outer external situations are healed and improved. Another thing is learn to let go. Sometimes the only solution for your peacefulness, for your health to be good, for you to be sane and happy in the relationship that you are in, is to spend some time all by yourself. Go little easy, okay? Try to spend more and more time in uplifting yourself, in realizing your own value, in self-love, in self-worth. Believe that you deserve to be treated with kindness and respect. Because if you feel that, oh, I think I have only done some past wrong karmas that I deserve this, then that's the end. You will keep deserving this and you'll keep getting it. But no, if you believe that you deserve to be treated with a lot of kindness, with a lot of respect, and that you're worthy of being loved, things can change. So focus on yourself. Focus on what you want. Take your desires and follow your dreams, because you are probably convinced by them that you can't do things. Okay, but that's not true. So be true to yourself. Love yourself. Start loving yourself unconditionally, because no one else can love you. No one else can treat you well till you don't treat yourself well. Recognize the importance of your peace of mind and don't give the right to anyone in your life to disturb it. Okay? Counter attack all the negative thoughts with positive ones. Counter attack all the negative words with positive ones. Choose to be with positive people. Surround yourself with positive people. If you are not someone who can really open up to people, surround yourself with a lot of positivity in terms of consciously making attempts to read positive, encouraging books, listen to positive audios, videos, and draw positive energy to yourself. Meditate, ensure that you light a diya daily. Consciously choose your words for yourself so that they reflect only the bright side of life to you. Okay? Should any opportunity arise, always say positive things about others. Maybe you're in the deepest of troubles in your life, but speaking good about yourself, about others, practicing self-care, makes a lot of a difference. So choose activities that balance the impact of emotional stress. Exercise, eat healthy, cook yummy meals, get your favorite dishes ready. Balance the impact of your emotional stress by exercising, eating healthy, prepare your favorite meals, get good sleep. It's very, very important. Practice a lot of meditation and other relaxation techniques that are available. Try to be creative, art and craft, listen to music, and do things for yourself. Put yourself on the priority. And last but not the least, if nothing of this works, then please cut the energy cords with them. When you do this, it becomes a lot more easier for you to breathe. It gives you strength. It helps you to deal with circumstances of your life in a very mindful manner. If you wish to know more about cord cutting and or get a session done with me, don't hesitate. Just write onto the email given in the description box below, or just connect with me on any of the social media handles, the details of which are given below, and I shall be happy to guide you through. Last but not the least, if you are constantly finding yourself in toxic, unhealthy relationships, the main probable cause could be lack of self-love. So introspect, see who's the priority, see how you're treating yourself. And yes, you can repeat this to yourself. Repeatedly tell yourself, I now deserve love and joy and all the good that life has to offer me in all my relationships. I repeat, I now deserve love and joy and all the good that life has to offer me in all my relationships. I now deserve love and joy and all the good that life has to offer me in all my relationships. Having said this, I wish you the most of the best relationships in your life. I really mean that your life to be filled with a lot of love and joy that you absolutely deserve. Stay blessed. Take care.